Hey everybody, my name is Shavaya, and I have come on to share my testimony about something that has been very popular these days, and I've been very convicted to share my testimony in order to help people that may are struggling with this decision and just don't know where to turn. And my prayer is that it provide more clarity and more peace in the decision that you may have for yourself. So uh, I'm going to start with the big thing first, and then I'm going to move on from there. So in 2021, the Lord convicted me to, and I chose to renounce and denounce from the sorority I was in. And I can tell you this, look, I've tried to record this message 3 times, and it's been issues trying to get it recorded and posted. Now, mind you, this is something that is not easy to talk about. This is something that I really wanted to keep to myself, but because I strive to be obedient to what the Lord is telling me to do, I'm posting it and just leaving it there. So yes, in 2021, I took action to denounce the sorority I was in. I'm not going to share the name of the sorority. If you know me, you know which sorority that was in. I was a part of. But I can honestly say it was one of the hardest things um, I had to do. So how it came about was when, in 2020, all of us was up in the house, and that's when the Lord was dealing with me the most. And he sent me through a season of um, stripping me and molding me and pouring back into me and all the things. And um, the sorority I was in came up. And it wasn't about me. I did not do research. I did not pull out the rituals and read the words of the rituals and all the things. And I didn't do any of that. It was just the relationship I had with the Lord and what He was revealing to me through our relationship, and what the words I was reading and interpreting from perceiving for myself. Um, so basically, what he told me back in 2020 was that I had built an altar in my heart. And he said that, Shavaya, you don't bow down to it, you don't praise it, you don't worship it, but it's in your heart. And he said that I don't share spaces. I don't share spaces in your heart. I don't share spaces anywhere. And I need you to get rid of it because he shared more stuff, more things about the reason why I needed to let the sorority go, that I'm not going to share here. But yeah, 2020, he told me to let the sorority go. And what I can say was, I fought it. I fought it. I'm like, no, I'm not letting it go. No, I have wonderful line sisters. I have a sisterhood, a bond. I don't want to be the one. No, I'm not. So I didn't in 2020. So, but it wasn't until 2021 where the Lord brought it right back around. And one of my friends reached out to me, and she asked me if I seen a video of a young lady denouncing the sorority she was in. And I quickly said, no, nope, not looking at it. Don't want to look at it. And that made my antennas rise. I'm like, why am I so adamant about not looking at this video? Like, if it didn't affect me, why can't I look at it? And that really opened up the door of like me examining of why I couldn't look at this video. So didn't look at the video. You know, I can't remember how long it was between her telling me that and like the Lord really setting me down. It was one night I was sitting on my floor and just going back and forth with the Lord. He kept pressing me about it. He kept pressing me about it. He's like, Shavaya, if you don't let this go, I don't know what the consequences would be, but what I was feeling at the moment was horrible. Like I felt so horrible, like spiritually. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I was crying. It was a pain that I've never experienced before, you know. And at that moment, I decided to reach out to someone else that decided to denounce, and she brought more insight of, you know, the reason why she did it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, what a Lord, you know. I was in a space of like, I do not want to do this because what if they stop talking to me? What if they treat me badly? What if all the what ifs came, you know? And the Lord said, what if you don't do this? Like, what if, you know, you don't and you experience the consequences of your actions? Like, what if? And, so going back and forth with him, you know, it was about 11, 12 o'clock at night. I decided to go to bed, and I got attacked in my dream. Now, I am for real. I have never been attacked like this before. This is like a first time deal of where I've experienced like sleep paralysis. I'm not gonna say first time. I've experienced it before, but this type, oh my gosh, it was like paralysis times 10. And I was met with a snake that was around me. It's like I was asleep, but I was woke, but you know I couldn't move. And there was this big snake that wrapped around me and covered my mouth, but I couldn't say nothing because I wanted to scream the name Jesus and couldn't do it. So I ended up wrestling it off of me. It broke off, you know. I woke up in a deep panic and just sweating profusely. And so I decided to get up. I got my anointed oil. I anointed my whole house. I anointed my child, and I spoke against whatever that was in that house to leave. And that was confirmation then, like, Shabaya, this is bigger than what you think it is, and more serious than what you think it is. And so I decided to do only what I knew to do, and what the Lord was telling me to do. So decided to take out my computer. I emailed headquarters and let them know that, you know, from this date I choose to denounce my sorority. And when I tell you that once I hit the send button, something just came out of me. It was just like it started from my toes, and it came all the way out to the top of my head, and I felt peace after that, and I was able to go to sleep with no issues. um so did that, went through that experience, of course, got rid of all the peril that I had and everything. Then Lord was like, well, you have to share this with your former line sisters. I'm like, oh my gosh, I do not want to share. Oh my, I'm like, what are they going to think? And like, oh my gosh, I'm not ready for the backlash. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Not saying that was going to give me backlash, but I'm like, you know how you have the thoughts like, oh my gosh, they'll come at me because of a lot of the comments that I see from other people publicly denouncing, and the comments, like people would, I'm like, I do not, I can't, I don't want that, you know. And the Lord was like, just like I show you grace, they're going to show you grace. So end up messaging my former line sisters and letting them know I wanted to meet with them. And I had to meet via Zoom because everybody's everywhere. And when I had the Zoom, only one was able to get on. I shared that with her, and she understood. And another line sister got on later. She called me, and she understood. And then I shared it with the group that was created for a line, and like let them know that, hey, I'm no longer your line sister, you know. But I will always be there for you, and like if y'all need it, I'm that type. If you need me and I'm able to help, call me, you know. And I left it at that. And when I tell you that I was met with so much grace and love, there was no strife or mean words spoken, only love and support and understanding. And I was so thankful for that because they showed so much grace. That's what I love about them. Like, I can't negate against the fact that, you know, the sisters that I had, they were so loving and supportive, and all of them had kind hearts. Like, I can't negate that. I enjoyed the experience I had when I was in the sorority. And those are memories that I have forever. But also knowing that I had to do what the Lord told me to do. And sometimes doing what the Lord tell you to do is not easy. And it's going to be things that you don't want to do and not like, you know. But when I can tell you that when you're obedient to God and what He's telling you to do, is like He will bless you. He will bless you like times 10, like for real. And like unfortunately I had to let the sorority go, but I gained so much after doing that. And I, who's to say if I didn't had let them go, if I would have received that, only God knows that. But yes, so I wanted to get on to share this with someone that may be struggling. And I just know that God is bigger than everything. God is bigger than everything. People, places, things, organizations. He's bigger than that. And my prayer is that you receive some clarity. My prayer is that you receive some peace, some more understanding, like to let you know, hey, you're not alone in this, and no, you're not weird, because I used to think, oh man, why am I experiencing this and no one else has, until I came into contact with people that have, So my prayer is that you receive some type of clarity about this. The way I decided to just do the video, because he's saying don't try to dress up, don't try to put on makeup, don't try to make it pretty. It's about authenticity and transparency in this season. So yes, I wanted to share this with you. I pray that it helped you, inspired you, it provided clarity. If you have any questions, you can feel free to comment below, or message me, DM me, whatever. I'm open to answering questions, but just wanted to share this testimony. And my prayer is that I'm still met with grace. My prayer is that I'm still met with respect, because I'm sharing this testimony out of love and out of obedience. So that's all I gotta say. Y'all be blessed and have a wonderful, wonderful night. Bye bye.